Alright, what's good? Welcome back to another Gator Studios video. Today, I'm coming at you with like no energy. The reason why is because I'm talking about Black Adam. Look, now I have a couple things before this video starts, like the actual review. Number one, this is a spoiler review. If you're here and you want to see the movie with no spoilers, what are you doing? Move, go somewhere else. Like 1, 2, 3, you've been warned. I think that's enough time to click off the video. Now we're gonna get into like spoilers and everything. For those of you that don't know, this review, it ain't gonna be good. So if you don't want to see a bad review on the movie, go. But this movie is bad to me. Not saying to everyone, but to me it's bad. It's not good at all. I'm gonna explain why. Come on, let's go down the little trip of explaining why. Look. There's so many reasons why I think this movie is bad, if I'm gonna be honest with you. But I'm trying to like figure out how I'm going to explain all the reasons and like keep them categorized because there's a lot I gotta say. Number one, just the fact of people going, oh my god, the DCEU is saved, wow, Black Adam, ooh. What are they talking about? It made me so mad because I never go into DC movies with expectations. Simply because I know they're not good. I know DC movies aren't good, and I know they're not gonna be. So I don't go into them with expectations, because I know what the reality is gonna be. Right? But this is one movie I actually went into watching with expectations because of the fact that people were going crazy over it. It wasn't good. Stop. What are people seeing that I'm not? I'm so confused. And let me also say, with straight up reviews, I said in the first one, I only review stuff if I have something to say about it. And I'm typically the type of person where I see a movie and I have like nothing to say about it because I'm not that great at reading movies. But this one is out of pocket and it's gonna get reviewed. It's gonna get reviewed. Now, that you might be saying, oh, so you just don't like it because you had expectations and your expectations were met. No, I wouldn't have liked this movie even if I didn't have expectations. Stutter. But that's not the point. The point is, it's not good. I just didn't expect that, one, my expectations wouldn't be met, and two, even without them, the movie would still be bad. Now I'm gonna actually get into the legitimate movie itself, but I just wanted to make that part clear. I don't know what The Rock is talking about. I can't smell what he's cooking. I don't know what the fans are talking about, and I don't know what DC's talking about. You need to stop it. It ain't a good movie. Number one. The worst part of the movie, in my opinion, was the pacing. The pacing was outrageous. There's a lot of people out there that say movies like The Incredible Hulk have bad pacing, which is interesting to me because nowadays people, they actually don't even hate on The Incredible Hulk like they used to. People kind of like that movie more nowadays. Me, I've always thought it was good. It's actually my favorite solo movie before the Avengers. But the people's problem with that movie is the fact that they say the pacing is bad, I guess. Which to me, I mean, it's fine to me. But like I said, I'm not the greatest person at judging movies. But the pacing in Black Adam is absolutely disgusting. Bro, the entire movie feels like it's just one scene. I'm not even joking. It feels like it's literally one scene. That's it. It feels like it's one scene that never cuts. Like, the only parts that were different are, like, the beginning part where it shows him, like, slave mode, right? The part where, like, it first shows the Justice Society, and then towards the end when, like, he gets all watered. Those are, like, the only parts. The entire movie just feels like one straight scene. It makes no sense at times. I'm sitting there and I'm like, what am I doing? What's happening? It's so... The story is just so tiny. There's nothing to it, really. There's no story. It's just like, oh, Black Adam, he spawned. Why the Justice Society even came after him, I don't know, I'll be honest with you. He was supposed to not exist, and he existed, so that's a problem? I don't know. I don't even understand. The movie just felt like he kind of just was killing people, and that's it. I think they really wanted, because The Rock said this himself, he said, a new power level has entered the DC universe, And I think they wanted like to show that this man is powerful. Woo, spooky. But he's just a dude. The pacing was bad. I don't want to like drag this video on and talk about each category super long, so I'm just gonna say the pacing was bad. Number 2, the characters. The characters might be. I know I said the pacing was the worst part, but the characters might be like up there in the same category. The characters were absolutely diabolical, bro. And I don't even be saying diabolical like that, but they were diabolical. Let me tell you why. Number 1, the Justice Society was a pathetic excuse of a Justice Society. Now, you're looking at someone who, yes, does read comics. I read Marvel more than I read DC, so I'm not as educated. Matter of fact, the Cyclone chick, I didn't even know who she was. I'll just be honest with you. I had no idea who she was before this movie. Adam, I knew who he was. Black Adam, obviously I knew who he was. And Hawkman and Dr. Fate, I knew who they were. I was excited to see them in a movie, but the way they did this was weird. Number 1, all the Justice Society members were cringe to me. All of them. I think the only one that was like alright was Hawkman. I want to say Dr. Fate was cool, but he died. And this is the problem. DC, for some reason, or at least the DCU, has this problem where they do not know how to flesh out characters. Bro, like the only characters that feel fully fleshed out to me are like Wonder Woman and like maybe Superman. No characters feel like they're given good story. And we're looking at Dr. Fate, who isn't a huge character by any means, but he's a pretty big name, and they just straight murdered that man in Black Adam. You gotta think about it. Bro, this isn't his project. This movie isn't about him. He's a side character sharing the screen with Black Adam, whatever they call him, Atom Smasher, Cyclone, and...
Are you still doing that Black Adam review?
And they shared it with Hawkman.
Hey, I'm just letting you know we're going to get you quick.
And they shared it with Hawkman. You see the problem with that? Do you see the problem with that? This movie was what, like 2 hours, right? 2 hours and something minutes. There's credits too, so that takes away some of the time. Bro, that's 5 superheroes. Actually, 1 villain, 5 superheroes that are put into this movie. And he's supposed to get his character all developed and then die? No! I'm so tired of DC killing people. Just stop it. Stop it. It's not going to be an Iron Man level sacrifice. I don't know why you think it is, but it's not going to be, so stop it. I'm going to get away from this Dr. Fate thing because it'll get me carried away, I promise you. The last thing I want to say about the characters, outside of the superheroes, I forgot her name, the chick, the kid, and the dude, I don't really know his name either. They were absolutely dreadful. They weren't funny. They weren't unique. The chick was just like there. I don't even know what her motive was. She was like, "Ooh, my people have been enslaved. Let me grab this crown for reasons I'm still not sure of." The kid was simply just annoying. That's all he was. He was just annoying. Plus, not the dog, bro. I mean, he got in Black Adam. I'm not in Black Adam. But the acting wasn't good to me. And the one dude, he was kind of a goat, let's be honest. He was hilarious. And he got shot, so, like... last thing character-wise I want to talk about is the villain. That was one of the most generic, worst villains I've ever seen in my life. One, I don't even know what this dude's motive was for wanting that crown. Like, what, because his ancestors? This dude literally was a villain just to be a villain. That was like, he didn't have a reason to be a villain. He was just there for the movie. He was just a literal random Joe. This dude was a random Joe with a gun. And then they pulled the most generic plot ever of him doing some deal. What they thought they were doing is pulling some crazy Ghost Rider type deal, but they didn't. They failed. That was terrible. And I guess this will go into my next point, the CGI. The CGI in that movie, I'm not gonna lie, the CGI was good. But, The CGI for the last villain, the devil dude, that was the worst. I'm not gonna say the worst. I'm just hating, but that was some of the baddest CGI I've ever seen in my life. Bro looked like he came out of a video game, bro. And like the parts where him and Dr. Fate were fighting, I'm looking at that, I'm like, am I on PlayStation 2? Like, why did his face look like that? It looked so computer animated. It was disgusting. I'm playing Tomb Raider over here, right? That's all I want to say about the CGI. Fourth reason this movie is not good. The action. I know what you're saying. What do you mean the action? The majority of the movie was action. That's the problem! It literally felt like there wasn't one conversation in that movie, bro. There was no conversations to be had. Like, the whole movie is just Black Adam fighting these random rebel dudes for no reason. Like, I cannot express to you how many times in the movie itself I started zoning out simply because there was so much of the exact same action going on. Like, I'm not even joking. The part where the devil dude first came up and he fought the Justice Society, that entire fight, I zoned out. I have no clue what happened. I couldn't tell you either. Because it just got to a point where I got bored. It was the same blue and red colors just colliding and flying, and it was cringe. It was cringe. It was just the same thing over and over again. The movie just felt like one scene of the same repetitive action, then a 5-second, then a boom, 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 explosion here, explosion there. I don't even understand what was going on in the movie. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand why villain movies need to be made. This is my fifth reason. Villain movies do not need to be made. There could be cool ones, but I don't think I've ever seen a good villain movie. The only one that was alright, and I'm saying alright, not good, alright, was The Joker, in my opinion. Bro, villain movies are not good. I'm not saying there isn't a way you can't make them good, but the problem villain movies have is they always want to, for some reason, make the villain like they're a good guy. If you're going to make a villain movie, commit to it. That's why I think the Joker movie is alright, because they committed to the fact that bro isn't a good guy. Okay? Stop it. They want to make Black Adam like he's some savior. No. He's annoying. I don't even understand why they're trying to make Black Adam such a big character. And I don't care what anyone says. This dude is not on Superman's level. Now I'm going to say this. I always find people who like hype up Superman and Batman so cringe. They say, oh my god, eh. But whether or not I think it's cringe, you can't defeat the fact that Superman is very powerful. I'm not going to be one of those boomers that says Superman can defeat anyone, because he can't. But Black Adam is not beating Superman. I don't know why they're hyping this up like it's the craziest thing. Plus, why is he not fighting Shazam? I don't know. I don't know. That leads me into my next point. I don't even know where we're at. The sixth point? Bro. I think they did the sorriest job at explaining what even was his powers. Because, bro, for those of you that don't know, none of you know this, really, I watched this movie illegally pirated. Yes. I mean, no, I didn't. I don't know. I never said I did. I just was joking last time when I said that. Read the fine print. Anyways, I didn't go to the movies to see this, and I'm glad I did. But what I'm not understanding, like, bro, I watched this movie with my brother, my other brother, my mom, and my dad. Now, given, I'd say my brothers know, like, somewhat about comics, but my parents don't. And typically I'm the, oh, this is why they're doing that type of guy, you know? But, bro, they did a absolute dreadful job at explaining what the Shazam thing was about. My mom hears him say Shazam, and she's like, what? I thought this was Black Adam. They don't even mention, like, it's so like it's so weird to me how they act like Shazam does not get mentioned at all. Like in the DCU, he's like the one character that they just forget about. He has his solo movies and that's it. He never gets mentioned or anything. And then this was even worse because they're saying his name, and to people that don't know who Black Adam is, they're probably so incredibly confused. And it's all fair. It's fair confusion because why? Why is he saying that? And they really don't even explain. They just say, "Oh, the Wizards did it." And if you've seen Shazam, you know the Wizards did it, but that doesn't explain why he's saying Shazam. It doesn't. They did an absolute garbage can job at that. My next point, Adam Smasher, whatever you want to say. He made me so mad. He made me so mad. He was the worst one out of the Justice Society in that movie, to me. You might be saying, why? I don't understand why DC wants to have a Deadpool, Spider-Man type comedic character so bad. It's so annoying. Stop it. I'm not the most cultured man on Adam, because he's kind of a mid-hero to me. But I know that this man isn't Deadpool. Number one, they try to give this dude Deadpool's mask. Why? What's the point? Just give him what his mask looks like in the comics. It's not that hard. And then, why are they trying to make this dude such a comedian? I can't stand this. They did this with The Flash, too. They took a character who is serious but makes jokes here and there and turned them into Spider-Man because they wanted to have a funny character so bad, a young, funny character that people rely or whatever with. Stop it. Stop doing that, DC. It's not funny. It's not cool. It's not quirky. It's bad. Stop it. Get some help. Another thing. The after credits scene. Why did they change Superman's theme? Don't change his theme. Don't give me that 70s BS. Whether you say it's good or bad, that theme is not good. It doesn't go crazy. The Man of Steel theme is so much better. And I mean that. Don't. This is another thing that really bothered me. This can kind of go in the category with pacing. I don't know if they didn't have places to film, but it literally felt like they were in the same 3 places every 5 seconds of that movie. They were either like in like the town square, in that apartment, or in the throne zone. You know where the throne was? Even the after credits scene was in the throne zone. I don't know how many times Black Adam went back to the motherfucking throne zone. There were at least like 6 scenes there, maybe more. Why? I'm sure there are more problems I had with the movie. I'm almost positive, but I can't think of them right now because there's so many things. But the characters were despicable. The pacing was disgusting. DC, please stop. Find your footing. I don't know what you're trying to do, but figure it out, please. I don't even trust this James Gunn thing, to be honest with you, because although The Suicide Squad was one of my favorite DCU movies, that was in James Gunn's style. I don't want every single movie to be in James Gunn's style. Imagine Man of Steel 2 in James Gunn's style. That's weird. That's weird. I'm just, bro, like, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. I'm not a genius. Probably couldn't make a good movie myself. But, bro, what were they doing in the boardroom? They were like, I'm thinking like 90% of the movie be action. What y'all think about that? It's not that fire, bro. Like, no character even felt like they had a motive for what they were doing in that movie. They were just doing stuff. Man, the characters made me really mad. And Dr. Fate dying was just out of pocket. Think about it. Just think about it. Now this dude is not usable for the future of the DCEU. Because why? They killed him in Black Adam? I'm done with this review, bro. I'm done with this review, bro. I'm done with this review. This movie makes me so mad. If you want to know my rating, I'd give it like a 3, 4 out of 10. You might be saying, if you hate it this much, why would you give it such a high rating? At the end of the day, the movie is watchable, and that's all that really matters. Whether I like it or you like it, as long as the movie is watchable, and they did take time making it, I think that's all that matters. So I'm not going to say that it's absolutely garbage because of that factor. But for me, it's not a great movie. For you, it may be. I don't know. Yo, I'm out. I'm out. See you later, bro. Hope you have a great day. Stay blessed or something. Peace, dog.